Good morning everyone, my name is Rolando A. Cahindo Jr. of BEd 2A. I'm here to present a rules on safety in judo practices. Shall begin. Rules may be defined as statement and direction that must be followed within a given game in order for it to be played correctly. And here are some rules that prohibit and avoid in judo play matches. Let's begin. First, no intentionally harming an opponent. Second, punching and kicking are not allowed in judo. Third, you cannot touch the face of your opponent. Fourth, attacking the joints and other elbows are not allowed in judo matches. Fifth, head dives are not permitted. Sixth, some technique like kawazu, gaki, and kami basami are not allowed in judo matches and competition. It is very harmful technique to take down your opponent. Last, never use and allow wearing the hard metallic object during the competition and judo training practices.
There is other ways of winning judo. Scoring ipon, scoring 2 wasaan. Opponents receives grave infringement as penalty for a serious violation. For shidos, minor infringement or minor violation. Opponents withdraws due to injury. Tap out from armbar, juji gatami, or joint locks, elbow joints. Locking is the only allowed in judo.
Good day everyone. Today I will discuss the minor penalties and I assign to lesson 3 penalties and prohibited acts in judo. Let's just discuss first what is Shido. Shido is also called instructions or light penalty. It is called when a rules violations occurs in a judo context. Shido is issued for minor violations such as excessively passivity, using the techniques or maneuver that hinders the development of a waza, using techniques or maneuver that possess a risk injury to the opponent. And now I will discuss the minor penalties, or let's just call Shido. Number 1. To intentionally avoid engagement with opponent, aka non-combativity. Number 2. To adopt an excessively defensive postures, generally for more than 5 seconds. Number 3. To feign an intent to attack but clearly lacking an intent to execute it. Number 4. To grasp the opponent's sleeve for defensive purposes, generally for more than 5 seconds, or to twist the sleeve.
This is a continuation for minor penalties or dashid. Number 5. Standing with fingers mutually entwined for 5 seconds or longer. Number 6. Intentionally disarranging one's own uniform and retying the belt or pants, drawstring without the referee's permission. Number 7. Pulling the opponent into a knee waza for a condition in which transition to a knee waza is not possible. Number 8. Inserting the fingers into the opponent's sleeve or leg openings.
Gripping the opponent in a manner other than the normal kumikata attacking, generally for more than 5 minutes. Falling attack before or after taking the kumikata stance. Number 11. Grasping the opponent's sleeve between the thumb and fingers. Pistol grip. And the pocket grip is folding back and grasping the opponent's sleeve.
to be followed by Miss Mayo had mentioned about minor penalties of Judo. It is grasping the opponent's foot, leg, pants, or leg without simultaneously attempting a nagiwaza or throwing techniques. It is whipping the belt ends or uniform hem around any part of the opponent's body, biting the hem of the uniform or one's own uniform or the opponent's uniform, placing a hand, arms, foot, or leg directly on the opponent's face.
Number 17. Hooking the foot or leg in the opponent's belt or collar. Number 18. Strangling the opponent with the tunic hem, belt, or directly with the hands. Number 19. Moving outside the contest area or intentionally pushing the opponent outside the contest area. Number 20. Applying the leg scissor slap to the opponent's trunk, neck, or head.
My name is Christine C. Makayan, B.Ed 2A. Number 21. Attempting to break the opponent's grasp by kicking the opponent's hand or arm with the knee or foot, or kicking the opponent's foot or leg without applying anything technique. The game is played by two players who attempting to break the opponent's grasp by kicking the hand with knee or foot. The aim is to kicking the opponent's foot without applying anything technique to break the arm and foot until the opponent lay down and give up. It is not allowed during the competition or the practice in judo because it can be harming to her body and it is dangerous. Number 22. Bending the opponent's finger back in order to break his grasp. It also are not allowed to the game is played by two players who grasp each other's hands with interlocked fingers. The aim is to twist the opponent's hands or the bend the fingers until the opponent surrenders. And the last, number 23, is also not allowed in the game to grasping the opponent's pants during an offensive or defensive maneuver executed from a standing posture. The pants grab is allowed if simultaneously executing an ochigari or when applying a maruti gari, kuchiki, taoshi, or sukoi nagi while holding the opponent's leg.
Grave infringement or hansoku make a defeat by accumulated light penalties. Number 1. Applying a kansitsu waza anywhere other than to an elbow joint. Number 2. Lifting a supine opponent off the floor and throwing him back to the floor. Number 3. Gripping the opponent's support leg from the inner side when the opponent applies a harase brushing, hips whip, etc. Number 4. Failing to follow the referee's instructions.
Uttering meaningless cries or using speech or behavior which is disrespectful to the opponent and the referee. Number 6. Committing an action that poses an injury risk to the opponent or an action that violates the spirit of judo. Number 7. Falling directly to the floor while applying or attempting to apply a technique such as the Yudihishigi Wakigatami.
For the continuation of grave infringement or hansokumaki, defeat by accumulated light penalties. Throwing the opponents to the floor head first when executing an uchimata, harakiguchi, waza, and etc. Or falling directly backwards while executing a kataguruma from either a standing or kneeling posture. Intentionally falling backwards with the opponent pinging to one's back. Wearing metallic objects or other hand objects which could pose a hazard to the opponent.